They say betrayal has a smell, and I remember it perfectly. It was the faint sweetness of champagne mixing with the sharp tang of cold night air on the rooftop the moment he went down on one knee. My name is Helena Montez, 35 years old, senior bank executive in New York City, a woman whose hands have touched more financial power than most men twice my age. For years, I've kept my deepest ambition locked behind a polished smile and the quiet pulse of secret investments, because I learned early that the most dangerous weapon I possess isn't my money, it's my patience. On that night, the city lights stretched below like scattered diamonds, and his voice, low and certain, promised forever. I said yes. The ring was heavy on my finger, a perfect blend of gold and shame, though I didn't yet know why. 3 weeks later, in the cold hush of early morning, I got the call. No tears, no softness, just the words, "I can't go through with it." The kind of words that crack something inside you. This wasn't simply a broken engagement, it was a public undoing. The rooftop had become a stage. He leaned forward, one hand in his pocket, like a man delivering a press release from the edge of the world, telling me how he wasn't ready, how he needed freedom. Freedom. Funny how that word only became important to him after my promotion was announced to the board. The truth bled out slowly. Another woman. Quiet meetings behind closed doors. Whispered promises while our future plans sat untouched on my desk. It wasn't her that burned me, or even his cowardice. It was his joy in watching me fall. In banking, numbers never lie, and neither do instincts. Mine told me this was more than love lost. It was betrayal with intention. I decided I wouldn't just rise above it. I would turn it into profit. I crafted my revenge with the same precision I used to structure investment portfolios, patiently, invisibly, and with layers he couldn't see coming. I tightened relationships with his company's creditors. I positioned myself as the bridge between his failing real estate venture and the bank's loan committee. Then I waited until his cash flow showed weakness, like a hunter watching prey limp into the clearing. When the time came, I acquired controlling interest, not alone, but with partners who owed me favors. One signature, one meeting. In less than an hour, his beloved company had a new majority owner, me. The look on his face that morning was almost art. Wide eyes, tight jaw, like someone hearing his own obituary read aloud. I didn't shout. I didn't gloat. I simply told him where to sign. And as he signed, I remembered that rooftop, his voice, my heart. All replaced by the sound of a pen scratching his surrender into paper. If you love Helena's journey, like and subscribe to join her next chapter. Power isn't just making someone lose, it's standing in front of them when they realize they've played into your hands. Still, I felt no joy. Only a cold, steady justice. He called me months later, awkward, needing advice, but I gave him nothing more than silence. I wore the same ring he gave me in board meetings after that. Not out of sentiment, but as a reminder. It caught the light just before I signed off on deals that would keep him under my thumb financially for years. I tell you this not because I want pity, nor the applause of triumph, but because I learned something dangerous that season. Love can blind you to weakness, but betrayal sharpens your vision to weapons-grade clarity. Some nights I walk past that same rooftop, hear the hum of traffic below, smell that mix of champagne and cold air, and I know he thinks the worst thing he ever lost was me. He's wrong. The worst thing he ever lost was control over his own life, and I will spend the rest of mine ensuring he never gets it back. Subscribe now to hear the next move in Helena Montez's game. You will not see it coming.